Hello and welcome to our channel Thoughtless Tree. You may know me from the channel mylittlethoughttree. That's my main channel where I make a lot of videos analysing stuff, mostly films, from a kind of psychology background because I'm a children's therapist. And this is going to be a second channel with not just me, also my not girlfriend anymore, fiancee, Kirstie.
Hello.
There's your introduction. Do you want to introduce yourself in any kind of way?
No, I want you to ask me questions and I'll answer.
Okay, what are your interests?
I like animals. I enjoy films. What else do I enjoy?
Me?
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, you're slightly underselling it. By animals, you mean it's a super passion of yours, and you're massively into rabbits in particular. You've had house rabbits since the age of 5.
Yeah, around 10.
And it was one of the things we first connected on. We both have house rabbits now, as you may know if you've followed my channel. And what, I should be asking you more questions, shouldn't I? What's your background?
Well, I've studied psychology, social work and social justice. So kind of similar to you, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you've done a lot of work helping people in various capacities, haven't you?
Yeah.
I suppose it's mostly confidential though. So, what's your age? I don't know. All right, never mind. Never mind introducing questions. But this is our channel. That's what I should be introducing. This channel where we're going to talk. Well, one of the things we are going to talk about is animal-related stuff because it is a big passion of both of ours, particularly bunnies. I said we have 2 house rabbits now at the moment. We've got Hendrix and we've got Fred, who you might hear in the background of this video.
Because they've just been fed as well, so...
Yeah, I can hear them crunching on greens. Yeah, and we're going to make some videos about them, about, like I say, you know pretty much everything there is to know about house rabbits.
Well, like, one of the first videos to be uploaded is probably going to be, like, an introduction to the bunnies. And a bit more about them and, like, our kind of story with having them and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're always getting angry when you go on TikTok and you see terrible advice given about house rabbits, which is just wrong. And it'd be nice to make some kind of videos about positive ways to actually care for your animals.
Yeah, and I think as well, like, a lot of people confuse, like, what kind of things rabbits do and don't need and then end up being made in pet shops to buy things that aren't suitable but cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I think it's more about, like, finding, like, cost-effective ways as well to have rabbits. Because most of the time, when it comes to, like, toys and stuff for them, they're more than happy with, like, a cardboard box or, like, anything like that, as opposed to, like, the toys that occasionally aren't even safe in pet shops.
Yeah, pet shops are surprisingly bad at that. Well, at least the ones that... I'm not going to name any names. But that's one thing we're going to make videos on. We're going to make videos to do with...
A certain home for the pets.
Yes. We're going to make videos to do with films because, I mean, my main channel is obviously to do with films. We both go to the cinema most weekends. We've seen most releases this year, I think. We, like, go on normally a Saturday and we try and see, like, 3 or 4 films in one day and, like, make a big marathon of it. And it'd be nice to do some reviews of them because I've tried a few times on my main channel just doing, like, reviews of recent releases, and it never works on that channel. They never get recommended videos, so it'd be nice to just bung them here and have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Maybe arguing over them.
And I think because we do see a lot of movies now that aren't necessarily our kind of the films that we would choose to see.
Yeah.
Because we do have, like, the unlimited cards now, so it's like we just go to random ones because, like, it's not like we're paying.
Yeah, it's kind of free anyway.
So yeah, but there are some films that we have seen that haven't been our kind of cup of tea, like, well...
You thinking Madam Web?
Yeah, but I meant more so, like, films that we didn't think were going to be our, like, thing, and then we saw them and we were like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, I think the biggest one for me would be, like, Blink Twice.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I am big into horror movies and, like, kind of, like, psychological thriller movies in general, but I thought it was just going to be terrible.
It looked really generic in the trailer, didn't it?
Yeah, and I think that's probably one of the favourite films I've seen so far this year.
Yeah, it was a good one.
let's not talk about that too much because we could do a tier list of all the films we've seen this year and rank them.
Yeah, so, and I think we're going to do a few tier lists in general. I mean, we kind of recorded one already, although I think the audio cut out, on Baldur's Gate 3 characters and kind of ranking them and having a big discussion about not just the likability, but like story-wise, how well they work and things.
I think like voice acting we even went into as well. So.
Yeah, that makes it sound like it was a really in-depth video.
It really wasn't.
We're going to do some of that stuff. We've recorded a few we've been doing a thing where we've like picked 16 random films that we've both seen, put them in a pot, and then we each pull out one and argue over which one's better, and then pull out the next ones.
We do that like 8 times until...
Yeah, and there's like a quarter-final, a semi-final, and then a final, which film's the best film out of the list. That's fun doing. And yeah, so films, bunny-related stuff, some sort of tier lists, anything else we can think to make, anything you suggest we could make. I mean, my channel's quite a thoughtful channel. I think it's deep and analytical, and it's nice to sort of have a space that's a bit freer to be less thoughtful
and serious and
well, it's not that my channel's serious.
No, but like you do touch upon like serious topics a lot of the time. This is just going to be more
relaxed. I mean, there might be other things, who knows, but this is a space for bunging all of those kind of things with the both of us, and anything you'd be interested in, let us know.
Oh, we'd also like to maybe do some gaming at some point.
Yeah, that could be an interesting one as well.
Just be figuring out how to how that
actually works.
Record it and stuff, but we would like to do that.
Yeah. I mean, and we also need another microphone. At the moment, we're recording in one microphone, the two of us. I did have a microphone that was set up for kind of surround sound, but it seems to be broken. So hopefully you can hear both of us in a microphone that's designed to only hear right in front of you. And maybe my voice sounds really different doing these videos to what it does on the main channel. Because you think I sound nothing like I do in real life.
No, because I had, like, obviously... Before we met during lockdown.
Yep.
And
well, we started talking. I mean, we didn't meet during lockdown.
Yeah, no, like like we started talking during lockdown, I should say.
Yeah.
And like we'd had like calls and stuff, so I kind of got to know your everyday voice. And then you like sent me a link to like one of your videos or something, and you just sound completely different in my opinion.
It's not deliberate. I think it just sort of happened over time. The way you try to be more articulate when there's a microphone in front of you. I mean, I don't know. How do I sound at the moment? Do I sound like me or
I think it's some kind of a mix between.
Halfway.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of like when people work in offices and develop like phone voices.
Yeah, it's probably something a bit like that.
Yeah.
My real voice is more mumbly, less articulate, very Suffolk, I think, comes out. A Suffolk accent, which you don't hear too much in my videos, really. So that, I don't know, as I get more relaxed just sort of talking to you doing these, it may be more like that, but it is still me. I should say.
Imposter.
It's not like a phony channel. I think that's everything we could cover for just a basic introduction. There's going to be another video up at the moment if you want to watch that. And otherwise, yeah, have you got anything to say?
Not really, just welcome, I guess.
Yep.
And hi.
Hello and
Goodbye.
Goodbye.